afternoon, Exiles, and welcome to the final week of Path of Exile Community Racing. I'm Havoc616, and joining me is Ziggy D, the real one, not the scuffed one.
Oh, non-scuffed Ziggy D here, returning again. Thank you very much, Havoc. Excited to be back for the grand finale weekend. I cannot wait.
It's going to be really exciting. Hopefully, my voice does last. I am still a bit sick from my travels. I'm drinking on some really bitter ginger tea, so hopefully that will last me during the event.
Best of luck, dude.
Thank you. So, a couple new changes to this weekend. Instead of a 2-day event, we are having a 3-day event with a couple days for the grand final to really allow our racers to practice. Additionally, there is a cash prize for this event, and so far there's donated up to $700 USD. If you want to add to the pot, feel free to click on the link in the Reddit thread. So, first
$700 freaking dollar cash prize.
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'd have to cheer for that. That's awesome, dude. That is awesome.
Some very generous community members. Pretty badass. So starting off in our first event, we have Cynesis, a new member from this event. Don't really know too much about him. He asked to join last week, and well, here he is. He plays playing with Cleve, the ground stem. Unknown, X Factor, no idea what he's gonna do. DonTheCrown. He's been a regular here, proved a lot, has the Brutus duelist record, and I think he has a fair shot at going far. Heshla, other favorite, seen him quite a bit. He's done very well, made the finals a couple times. Definitely good odds in Fightgarr. Duelist legend, so should be exciting.
Well, not Fightgarr according to his screen, but I guess we'll see that in a bit.
Yep.
We have a few wild cards this weekend. A few new names joining us. Yep. Getting in for some of that cash prize hype, potentially, hopefully.
Looks like we just got a brand new technical difficulty as well. This is surprising me in the moment. We got the legendary black screen, Ziggy, that you got last weekend.
Oh, classic. Yeah, no,
classic.
I could not... You want that multi-twitch link so I can hook you up with it.
Alright, so yeah, I want to let you commentate for a bit while I go and try to fix this as fast as possible. Thank you.
Alright, there's the multi-twitch link. Well, we are off without too much unexpected behavior. This is going to be like an old school radio broadcast. Welcome, folks. We are tuning in for the race. Right now we have two duelists, Cynesis and Not Fightgarr, dueling out against two shadows, DonTheCrown and Heshla. They are currently taking a nice stroll down the Twilight Strand. Nothing quite like a romantic beach walk. On the evening, perhaps the early morning. I've never been able to determine if it was evening or early morning, but the waves are gently crashing against the shore, and you hear the soft thuds of the clubs smashing onto of the swords, the blunted swords smashing into the hulking flesh of a large Titan behemoth hillock. But he's already dead. The people are already in town. They've taken whatever gear they could pull out of Hillock's corpse, trading it into the scrappy looking vendors in town, trying just to gather whatever resources they can for the fight ahead. The fuck was those thuds? I'm doing my best to give you guys a non-visual commentary here. We have visuals. Hey, I did my best. Audiobook, yeah. It's like I could do the whole race that way, I reckon. Why not? But now you guys actually have visuals. We can, you guys can put a little bit of your own story to things anyway.
Indeed, so looks like we have two duelists, two shadows, which is very interesting. So one thing I'd like to note about this event is there are no restrictions. Players can do whatever they want in every single round. So this is what the players personally believe is the best in that round, or is just what they're good at. So taking a look at our players, we have two ground stems from the duelists. I was talking to Cynesis yesterday. He's doing a ton of cleave runs. I was like, hey man, if you're trying to ground slam, he's like, no, I haven't. So looks like he did make a quick adaptation and was able to learn the skill pretty quickly. So that's kind of cool to see out of him.
Yeah, no restrictions means everyone gets to pull out whatever they think they are the best at, or whatever they think is the best. And no restrictions also means that Sunder Place can have early game be a bit stronger by taking advantage of that ground slam, rather than the early janky cleaving action, which can be a little sketchy.
Yeah, exactly. One thing we noticed in our Brutus burst race is that Duelist, the supposedly stronger class, all of them used Cleave, whereas Marauder, supposedly weaker than Duelist, is a bit slower. They all used Ground Slam, but yet they're all like 1 to 3 minutes faster than Duelist on average, just because due to Ground Slam's early game power.
Yeah, that Ground Slam buff is looking really good. It's got a slightly nice AoE than Cleave. A little bit more reach to it, which is pretty important. Makes that early Hellbreak fight a little easier too, which can be pretty sketchy with Cleave. And that Sweet Spot adding a bit of extra damage for taking on any champ packs if you get right on top of them, which you're doing with Cleave anyway, so you might as well get that bonus damage. Exactly.
So the progression to the semifinals will be the top 8 times overall. So groups don't really matter too much, as in like who you're playing against. It's mostly just time preference, so players are extra comfortable and whatnot. I'm wondering though.
Actually going very low to Hellbreak there.
Able to clutch it out though.
Armor square.
Yeah, gets the level up. So I'm really curious, what level will people end up? Or what time will they get, my apologies, to make it to the top 8?
What has been our record Vaal times so far? I think we set some records this season, have we not?
During a race, have we had a sub 29, a sub 30? I don't think so. People have had their like sub 30 runs, like on stream, but not in the actual races though. That's like when the stars align, you know, we got a blood moon, which I think we actually had a couple days ago, but maybe we'll see another record today.
That blood moon, wow. That's bringing in some next level racing strategies there. Making some ritual sacrifices at midnight to provoke the blood moon to get you better racing RNG. Maybe we've discovered D&D's secret stats. Nonetheless, we'll see how things go. If we're going to be getting some records, this is the last chance in the season for these guys to do it.
Speaking of records though, DonTheCrown, double Quicksilver. But then you take a look to his left, Cynesis, already in ledge with his Quicksilver, 451. He is speeding ahead. The unknown.
Yo, man, he just jumped ahead. But how about that second Quicksilver? He must have got that while he was doing Tidal Island or on the way to Tidal Island. That's crazy.
Yeah.
As a shadow, that's incredible too. That's going to make a big difference for him. Getting it so early too is just so nice. He's going to be able to chain those all the way through.
Exactly.
And what's going on with Cynesis though? Some fast running right there.
Honestly, all I know is that I saw him practicing Cleave yesterday. I was like, yo, what about Ground Slam? And now he's doing some Ground Slam, and he's just in the lead. That was pretty crazy, pretty exciting. But I gotta point out the acceleration shot in the top right. DonTheCrown getting it very early on in Submerged Passage. Able to just run all the way to ledge and catch up to the other players. Nicely done for DonTheCrown.
Double Quicksilver and the Quicksilver Shrine.
Slightly unethical, but you'll take it. You're taking anything. When you want to win the cash prize. Doing everything.
Absolutely, you got to take full advantage of everything that that Kuduku gives you, that the Blood Moon gives you, whatever particular god of Path of Exile RNG you worship gives you, and take full advantage of that. And indeed, knowing how to do that is a skill.
Yeah, oftentimes we'll see players panic when they get good RNG, but like, I have no idea what to do. I've always like practiced with really bad gear or whatever my runs, but as you said, being able to take advantage of the good RNG just throws you so far ahead.
My favorite is like the slightly unconventional unique drop when someone gets a unique that could be really powerful with just like some small changes, but that is not in line with what they've practiced, and they just don't know. They either try it and it like trips them up a lot because they don't know what they're doing, or they're just like, I won't take the risk, and they miss out on a potential big opportunity. That's some of the toughest decisions to be made.
You say that in chat reminds me of the Bright Peak panic where I got it. The potential to set a world record Malachi kill with the Bright Peak, and I just end up dying on Dominus. And it's like, oh, it's over.
Oh no.
Give me some PTSD right now. Moving on from some old tales. In today's race, Cynesis is still in a big lead right now. I believe he is still the only player in the climb. It's like every single other player is in the ledge, doing their best to catch up as fast as they can. Yeah, he is speeding really at 716. He's almost at iron point. So be careful though, going 30 HP, getting left on. Just on two smalls. All players actually on both double small life fast at the moment.
We're going to have to be paying attention to these newer races, these wild cards, to see if anything unusual happens, because Cynesis is leading the pack right now. Either has done some excellent runs through these zones, or maybe got a really short submerge. Not sure. I'm going to be paying close attention to him from here on out to see what's going on there, because that's a decent little lead he's got himself here.
For sure. Looking at not Fightgarr on the bottom right, expertly kiting those blue goats You know, he's practice. Ooh, he's still going really low though. Gets an ignite on him. Has to be really careful. There's some wheelie boys trying to spin him up as well. And gets some more blue goats. He's not happy about that because it's going to make it that much harder to get onslaught, but the extra XP. So he does stop and kill it. Interesting. Oftentimes you see players actually skip blue packs in some of these races just to maintain the onslaught and make sure they combine the super with it.
Keep that running going. And,
ooh, gets an alchemy.
Ooh, yeah, poke back in there for that. Eats a big rain of arrows on the way back in to get that alchemy. I like how he's still pushing it though. Yep. He's like, he's really, even when he's on 1/3 HP, he's still ducking in for an extra kill to get that onslaught proc to get a little bit more XP, keep things rolling. Yeah, exactly. I saw him Alky's boots there. Did he get some move speed? It kind of looked like it.
I don't think he did, but we'll update in a moment.
No, just double resist and armor. I must have seen the 26 armor or something. Oh, okay. No move speed, unfortunately. Cynesis tangoing with the enhanced mobs around chatters, getting that extra cold damage, slowing him down a little bit. But he gets into the upper prison, and looks like that's the first upper prison for us as well.
He's not Heshla entering a couple moments after though, because shadows they don't shop when they enter lower prison. Duelists they usually shop, pick up their totems and whatnot. Although he hasn't equipped his yet.
Actually have a little bit of time there. Don maybe losing a little bit of time at the vendors is just kind of now starting lower prison. Gonna try and get a good read and get through. Fightgarr is about equal, but looks like he's got a decent read, and he's like, I'm not gonna go past chatters. I see the trial book there on the
he knows exactly where the exit is now.
Yeah, he knows
Don
exactly
is in a similar position too. He saw it's probably a trial up there, so he's going the right. Yeah, he's found it. Nicely done. But Heshla, first to find the warden's quarters. Very good reads, and pops a portal scroll. I think that was a misclick. That's a really far portal scroll from Brutus.
Yeah, that's if you accidentally die to Brutus, that's not much better than just starting at the. That's certainly not any better than just starting in the actual fight.
Exactly.
So yeah, that must have been a misclick. I would say, unless there's some advanced strategies we don't know about here.
So Cynesis is still on 2 small life loss and no totem. I'm a bit worried for him. Because Brutus, he's going to need some evasion RNG right now. We just need to play really well, kite really well. And see if he has a portal scroll. I don't think he does. This is going to be a very interesting fight in his head. He can still pull it off, though. Outside his range.
He's also got his chest armor equipped maybe a little bit too early there, considering he still has to run all the way to Brutus. But he
hears you say it, takes it off.
There we go, good timing on that one. Just kind of forgot that it was equipped for a while. That auto equip option in the options menu can sometimes get you.
As we're discussing, Cynesis' potential Brutus kill Heshla successfully takes it down easy peasy, no problemo. No, it does not like the portal scroll.
Cynesis is in for a rough fight here, though, I think. Already taking huge damage from 2 auto attacks. Not much in the way of live pull. He's got the chest armor, but not any extra damage. Just the 1 iron ring. No extra damage gear. Oof. 2 smalls. It's gonna be rough.
Ooh, he goes for those global weapons. Uh-oh.
Oh, yikes.
He's doing a really good job though, given what he has. Out of life pots.
He's using that ground slam distance a little bit when needed to
takes the portal. Portal's out. It was already at half.
Only just making it out in time there. That was some nice speedy portal usage right there. DonTheCrown gets his kill in the background. No problems with a better setup.
18 HP.
Oh, dude, trying to wait for those small life blasts to recover is just like teeth grinding.
When he's making those circles around Brutus, he's going a bit too close sometimes. Oh, there he goes. Man. There he goes. Nicely done. Man, I was holding my breath.
Done. Loses a lot of time on his Brutus kill. Having to kite around so much though. That's the downside there, right? A few more seconds of preparation can make that a lot faster.
Exactly.
But he does get through that dying. Somehow.
From what I understand, he did not go and do his lower prison bender. He just kept on going, kept on searching.
That's rather interesting.
Could have gone the iron rings, I feel like protector. Saved him some time in the end.
Yeah, I think like maybe trying to save that time there, seeing if he can get through. Maybe sometimes in practice he's gotten through without needing to do that vendor, but I feel like it definitely was not worth skipping that vendor there.
Exactly. So I'd like to point out, while we are talking about Cynesis' Brutus strats, Heshla already in a very large lead right now. Just got MS boots. That's gonna be huge. Very important in shadows.
Very nice. Cold resistance movement speed boots, no less. It's going to make him a bit speedier in the Merveil fight. Good to see.
Did Heshla? No, Fightgarr did not just misclick. He used a Chance Orb on a Jade Hatchet right beside an Alchemy. Assuming he's saving his Alchemy for a Boarding Axe. This player most likely will not at level 16 in a race like this. Lots of players getting a lot of gear.
Unfortunately, looks like he just got that crit multi, which is not going to help him too much. So the Chance Orb did not work out this time.
Yeah, 5% chance. The bit more.
5% chance for 11 crit multi extra. You know,
yeah,
it
like
makes a difference.
probably not a big deal, but you never know. You never know. What if, right?
One hit in 20 is going to do a little bit of extra damage. There we go.
He's going to try to do the One Punch Man cosplay. Just going to get a Diamond Shrine and just like destroy Merveil. Easy. That's all.
Oof, that's true. Diamond Shrine would be pretty juicy.
Wait, wow. Look at Heshla. He is just blazing through. Always keeping up his onslaught. Always like popping his cooks up while he has onslaught and just continuously moving forward all the time. Awesome to see. He stuck some crabs though as I say that. Makes
the old crab security guards blocking the entrance right there. No entry allowed. DonTheCrown hits his waypoint and heads on in as well. And Fightgarr, it looks like he's maybe just about to find the exit. Cynesis had a bit of a... unfortunately went in the wrong direction a little bit and Ship Graveyard realized and had to kind of backtrack a little bit to go find that exit. Killing some blue packs, and he's got that exit right there now as well. So he'll be entering the caverns soon as well. Heshla just entering his caverns alongside of Fightgarr. So those guys are pretty close. DonTheCrown having a slight lead in him now. Oh no, that's Caverns of Anger for Heshla, never mind.
Yeah, Heshla is destroying it. Sub 15 Anger Enter. Might get a sub 16 Merveil at this point, 1630. He is on pace to make it to the semis. Nicely done so far.
Looks like we're seeing Fightgarr taking down the one of the Merveil daughters, trying to rile up Merveil before he gets there. Seeing if he can get a little bit of extra gear maybe, but no luck. I'm seeing some ignites from Fightgar's hits, so you know, maybe he's actually getting those crits. He's got a little bit of added fire damage somewhere. He's getting those crits. Where do you get that fire damage from? 1 to 2 fire damage on his amulet with additional crit multi. He's going full crit here, and I'm seeing crits. It's working.
As we're discussing, Heshla is destroying first phase of Merveil, already at half HP. Goes down to half himself, has a large life flask. Should be fine. He'll be able to tank the second Ice Barrage. Doesn't want to, but he's able to tank it nonetheless.
Thanks 2 of them there. Slows
Should be able to get her
bit
down in this last set of attacks, and nicely done. First phase down. With no other players near at all. Fightgarr is in anger, around a quarter of the way through. DonTheCrown is also in anger, not too far behind. And Cynesis had the early lead. Is now just entering anger.
Oh wow, Heshla is going to be killing Merveil here before anyone even starts their Merveil. So he's just going to be beasting into Act 2 here. We'll see if he can keep up this lead all the way to the old school vacuum cleaner beatdown that we're going to be experiencing. It could be our first Vaal kill of the day. Fightgarr just about to start his Merveil fight, leaping over the gold piles, not distracted by the shinies. Very wise. Let's see if that crit multi pays out for him here in the Merveil fight. The damage is looking pretty good.
Yeah, looking pretty solid. Has a Master Shrine as well, allowing to tank and have a bit more effective DPS uptime.
Oh, that was
I pretty think he ignited her, and then she died after she teleported. Yeah, exactly. Crit multi.
Nice.
Paying off once again.
Those big crit multi fire hits. 1 to 2 fire damage ignite. That's what I'm talking about. Huge damage. DonTheCrown eating some barrages. Cynesis starting. Here's Merveil fight. Second phase, Merveil goes down for Fightgarr. No problems at all.
Ooh, Don going really low though. Fightgarr also going really low, but Merveil's already dead, so he's safe. Just gotta get out of those geysers.
Well, almost takes him down post fight there with some geysers while he's trying to lead. It's like second phase Merveil for DonTheCrown. Went very smoothly. Cynesis having to battle out a little bit more. He's having a bit more trouble in Merveil as well.
Potion. It's 19
but he hits a transmute.
Has to be extremely
it's not what
careful.
He needs. He's at 19 HP. He has to avoid everything right now.
Even the sword hit him. The sword hit him. Oh no. Oh no. That will be 1 minute penalty. No, almost goes down again and pops his large life flask. Will he get the first phase down? And gets the first phase down. Oh, he's not happy about that one.
Man.
You want to know what it is? He's still on level 1 weapons, Rusted Hatchet and a Rusted Sword. Not finding any upgrades or just missing them on the way. Quite unfortunate
running
for
super
Cynesis.
fast, but just falling down when it comes to managing that gear. And that sword just closing in to just open up the jugular. Just allow his sweet life force to trickle all over the cabins of Merveil.
But yeah, it looks like Cynesis has done very well layout-wise. It's just the gear management. A little bit more improvement there, and he would be right where Heshla is, in my opinion. Looking at Heshla, he is blazing at 1816 Arden Chambersons. He's on pace for like a 21, 22 Weaver. Definitely has a very good odds of hitting a 30, low 30 ball. That's a replenishing shrine, not the legendary D&D shrine, unfortunately.
No, not quite. Almost gets taken out by the Zombros in there. Gets caught, has to try and navigate around with a few zombie punches. But he's all right. He's all right. You see Fightgar's kicked things off with his leap slamming action. He's going to be heading over to Chamber of Sins himself. And with DonTheCrown taking advantage of those double Quicksilvers to get there as quickly as possible. So he needs to stay on top of those Quicksilver usages.
Definitely has to stay on top of those. This is where we're going to see how effective movement's abilities are. See if the leap slam from Fightgarr and possibly Cynesis allow them to catch up to Heshla.
Shrine and an essence for Heshla, but they're both not ideal for him, and he just goes ahead and skips both of them. The shrine was slightly out of the way, so I didn't want to gamble on getting an acceleration for Chamber there, because I guess if you took that detour and it was an acceleration, then it would not be worth it.
Exactly.
And he's already leading the charge anyway. Time to just keep that advantage, just keep running nice and smooth.
This is arguably one of the hardest boss fights in this race, Fiddleitis. But he just walks away. Does he have chance to flee? Link to one of his skills? Dodges the first lightning strike, has the bear trap, gets hit, goes really up, gets hit. Oh my god, he got hit. Ooh. He's at 1 HP. I can't believe he did that. I thought he was going to walk away. All he had to do was sidestep. I'm going to lose my voice.
Oh my god, Havoc, I feel real bad for your voice right now, man. This is not what you need in these races for your voice to be recovering.
I know.
Take your drink, man. Try to calm the hype down. But we did just see Heshla go down to arguably the most difficult boss fight in these Act 2 races right here. Fiddleitis just getting the smackdown. It can be all over in the blink of an eye with that high, massive, mega lightning strike damage hits.
Oh, we're still at 1 HP. His Fiddleitis is still up. I thought he killed it. With some traps in the end, but alas, he did not. Gets it down, though. I was a bit worried he was going to die again there.
Still though, Heshla leading the charge, but now having that 1 minute death penalty, as well as that nasty cost of time of having to run back to Fiddleitis. He still beat the others there, though, despite having to run back a second time. That 1 minute penalty is going to hurt a lot in this race. We'll see if he can still pull out the win. If he can pull out a win with a 1 minute penalty, I'll be very impressed.
Well, it looks like he's still I would argue he's still 1 minute ahead of Fightgarr right now.
Yeah, he might well be a minute ahead at this point. So if he can keep it up and just extend that a little bit to give himself a little safety barrier, then there's a couple zones that could shake things up a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll see how it plays out.
Say is the big one. Caverns, Ancient Pyramid. The last couple of zones.
They can really shake things up a bit, those ones.
Reminds me of my race last weekend.
Though.
I was very frustrated due to my Ancient Pyramid layouts. So hopefully they don't meet that fate today.
Indeed. Fightgar's leaping as fast as he can to catch up to Heshla, though. He just needs to close that gap, get that down to a sub 1 minute time lag behind him and Heshla, and then he can win just on time alone.
I think you can argue he might have already done it.
With that.
He just entered Western, and Heshla has not entered Weaver's Chamber yet. This is where Leap Slam is just really powering up. Fightgarr already at the waypoint. He's going to go to the right. The exit to the Weaver is always to the right of the waypoint, right of the path. And he might even enter before him. No, Heshla does enter.
Oh, yeah.
It's only like 2 seconds behind. So
now.
You could argue he's in the lead right now. I see it on Fightgarr.
He's definitely in the lead then with that 1 minute penalty. Heshla has not got that safety net that he needs, so he's going to have to be pushing really hard to make up for that death there.
Indeed.
Cynesis is about to take on his Fiddleitis fight. He's had a few rough goes of some of the other
only on a small life
if this one goes any better.
Ooh, gets it once. Pops his totem down, but he goes for him. Does not go for the totem. Kiting away with Sunder.
Yeah.
Speaks really careful. Reload his Spark Mage. Checks for portal. Oh no, he gets it again.
No portal scrolls again.
Cynesis, no.
Down. Oh, that's twice he's been foiled by no portal scrolls, opening that inventory to portal out, but just not having that portal scroll. And in the moment of confusion, Fetalitis strikes. When you're at
Again,
your weakest.
it's too close to Fetalitis in this race. He is popping off right now.
Fetalitis, MVP of the race.
Definitely.
Smacking players around. He is a nasty boy.
100%.
Second kill.
As we were talking about Fetalitis' kill count, we have Heshla easily took down Weaver Blade Vortex. Fightgarr also easily taken down just a moment ago with the double strike, looking really well. The DonTheCrown should be there in a moment. We'll pick up the stack shot on the way. Most likely will get a bit more extra damage on the boss fight. Using a lot of freeze pulse right now. Really scared of just getting shocked by the shrine. Does not want to incur any deaths. I feel like he's playing a bit safe, man. Yeah. He has double quicksilvers, you know. This is a very competitive tournament. Every second matters. You want to go as fast as possible. I think he can make a bit more use out of his advantages at the moment.
Yeah, we'll see if the double quicksilver allows him to catch up here. If he gets some smooth
runs. Oh, he dies! What? I did not even expect that. Even he gets that face. Oh my! Had a greater life flask popped. I think it was the blue mobs. I had no idea. It must have been the blue mobs that initially got him low, along with Weaver.
Yeah, it must have been. Weaver just like in that position, Weaver should never really kill you because she just doesn't hit
level
fast
12 pod.
Yeah, can't heal her. But yeah, the other spiders there must have taken him out, and we could see Don's confusion when he died. He's like, his just jaw open wide. He's like, what?
I thought he was fine, man. Like, I saw him go low. I saw him pop his level 12 potion. I was like, this is fine. He's got this, and just bam, wow.
It's gone. Couple spider crits, maybe. Ouch.
And you guys said a Vaal race wasn't scary. We already have 3 rips so far. Maybe it's just the nerves or something. I don't know what it is, man. These bosses are popping off at the moment.
Yeah, this is a bit of an insane first Vaal kill race here with so many deaths. Fightgarr being the only one to not have died at this point, and that might prove to be his victory in this race. Because even if he's a little bit behind Heshla, that 1 minute is going to could well cost Heshla the race. But he's Heshla is doing his best to widen that gap though, so that he can make up for it.
Maintains the lead. Reads the wetlands layout perfectly, so he saw where the door entrance was, and based off the door entrance you can tell where the Vaal ruin entrance is. Subsequently, see if he can do the same thing in Vaal ruins. He realized the zigzag or curve layout. It's going to be very important if he wants to maintain that lead over Fightgarr and the potential other participants.
Yeah, we're going to be watching that read quickly. He does hit a bit of a dead end there, unfortunately. So it's
very early on though, so it's kind of hard to read those early dead ends. But now that he has some info, see what he does.
Yeah, he's hopefully looking for a very nice run through here now. Cynesis heading over to his Weaver. I'll be keeping an eye on that fight because it could well be quite exciting. He's had some rough boss fights so far. Fightgar's starting to check out his layout, get a read. Hits a smaller dead end than Heshla did. Another little dead end there, but nothing too major. Looks like Heshla has his zigzag layout that he's going for right now. And we'll see who makes it through. I think Heshla's looking on track to
as you say that, runs into a dead end room with a ghost in it.
Oh no.
Quickly leaves that though. It wasn't too scary. Looks like Fightgarr has an upwards curve. He's gonna recognize his layout real quickly. Go to the left and probably back down. Killing a bit on the
Cynesis making some quick gear upgrades mid-Weaver fight, giving him a bit more damage to take it down.
Realizing that he was
suffering gear a long time there.
Oh no, what's going on? Oh, wait, Heshla just died. You talked about gears. I was like, you know what? Let's take a look at their gear. I saw that out of the corner of my eye. Heshla went down. Oh no. I did not see what got him.
Scuffed casters missed the death. I did not even see it, but as we can see,
I think it was a shrine down there.
Rerunning that zone right now. Rerunning that entire zone. So something took him down. I do not know what took him down. Wow. Well, that's going to be much more difficult for him then. He was in the lead. He was looking on track to potentially get that 1 minute gap that he needed, but 2 minute gaps makes things very difficult.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
Let's see, he hits the ball, but Fightgarr is ahead now. He's leaping through Northern Forest.
At this point, he's not killing anything. He might kill a bit for Onsab, but he has 3 mana pots. He just wants to go.
Yeah, Fightgarr is done fighting. Hence the reason not Fightgarr. He is just going to be leaping until he can get to the vacuum cleaner. His final fight for the day.
Taking a look at his gear. Does he have anything too crazy? He's only on 2 links. And pretty much every single slot. So his damage single target won't be too insane compared to a BV player who will have double, triple, even more DPS than Sunder, or double strike with the 2-link blade vortex.
I think you're underestimating that crit multi, mate.
Oh, that's true.
He dropped his crit multi weapon, but he's still got that crit multi on the amulet, that 1 to 2 fire damage, 1 to 2 fizz on the gloves. But yeah, only the 42 IPDX. Definitely not as much damage as you're going to see out of Blade Vortex at this point for the vacuum cleaner killing. But, well, I've said in the past that the actual Vaal kill time difference doesn't make too much difference in these races, but we've seen some races come down to the actual Vaal fight itself. So that's maybe not entirely true. I've been proven wrong in that regard in the past. Cynesis getting very low against his Kraken kill there, but manages to just get the kill and log out before any of the ads managed to finish him off. Going to be looking to avoid any more deaths today, I think.
Yeah, we've had a lot of deaths in our first match. Heshla's on 2, Cynesis is on 2, Dawn is on 1, I believe, and then Fightgarr is on none at the moment, in the lead, 29 minutes, age pyramid entrance. I'd say we're looking at a 31-32 Vaal for him, depending on his single target damage and how fast he can get there.
Fightgar's going to be looking to be able to make the claim, deathless Vaal kill. That's what he's going to be able to say.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Heshla got taken out by some squids there. He's like, can I give up?
He's not feeling too happy right now.
You were doing so well, man. You got to make the run, dude. You got just run the run.
He's on the victory lap. He's almost there. He's so close to the end. 3 minutes though. It's very rough, but you don't know. Other players might also feel the pressure when the money is on the line. Things change.
You gotta be feeling, you gotta be feeling a little bit upset about that. He's had a fantastic run. He's been going so fast. He was leading for much of the race, but those 3 deaths, man, ouch. Looks like Fightgar's about to start his Vaal kill, polishing up his gear, get some nice damage gloves. Oh, he can't wear them. He types rip in chat. About. At least he's still got a weapon.
Lightning damage weapon though. Interesting. Size is better than his current weapon.
Oh, checking the DPS for the lightning damage versus the physical damage. Here we go for the Vaal kill for Fightgarr. We'll see what he's looking on track for, maybe a 31-minute kill here. If Vaal cooperates, that is. First ad phase down, which is always guaranteed. We'll see what Vaal does next. He's going to go ice. Is he going to go for slams? He goes straight for ads. Not exactly what you want. Vaal is going to be dipping away.
Ads though with the critical life blast. Not a phase at all. It goes through like 40% HP, and he's not worried at all. Dodges the slam, DPSing away. Might be able to get him down in this phase if he gets another ad phase here. Or anything else. And Vaal's taking too long to decide, and it's over. 3105. Nicely done. By not
punishes the
types Matt in chat though.
Well, it's a very good run, Fightgarr, securing a 3105 Vaal kill. Very, very high potentiality of hitting that top 8. Are we having the winner of the race moves on guaranteed, or is it
top 8
based
overall?
On times today?
Purely based on times.
Top 8 overall times. So it's a very, very good shot there. Neither lucky nor unlucky. Perfectly balanced as all things should be.
I think that's very agreeable.
Wonderful. Love it. We got Heshla is going to be taking on his Vaal kill as well.
As you were talking about Heshla's Vaal kill, DonTheCrown also goes down in the caverns. Caverns proving to be a very dangerous zone. We've seen a lot of rips in the first race. You know,
wow.
I bet you a lot of the other racers, they might be watching, they might be getting a bit cocky, you know. Maybe this might rein him in a bit, be like, yo, I gotta respect the mobs. You know, I ain't like that good. I gotta be careful. Watch my step. Make sure I tie my shoes and not trip.
Wow, yeah, not enough respect for the enemy combatants in these races. Don gets surrounded by a bunch of squids, a bunch of bears, a bunch of bats. They've all got a sub-fizz.
Oh no, wait, did Don just die again? As we were just talking about?
Yeah, Don just died again. He went down again. We saw a bit of like a little bit of a rage punch, maybe something in the background there.
Uh-oh. Don't break your desk, man. You don't need that.
Oof. Players getting wiped out by just enemy monsters killing them is not what I expected for the, in terms of hitting those top 8 times. But they can certainly
that
take out
pack,
of that top 8.
Sub-Fizz, Squids, Bears. Yeah, you cannot get through that with... And as we're talking about Don's super scary pack, Heshla does take down Vaal 32-55 with +3. Gonna go on to solve the game. He is not too pleased at the moment with that.
Bring it to a 35-55. Ouch. Yeah, that 3-minute penalty, man. We've seen some insane deaths in this first race. Is the rest of today going to go like this? Can Havoc's voice survive it?
I don't know.
Next time.
We'll find out next time. Next time meaning in just 20 or so minutes. We'll be moving on to the next race. Before we do that...
I was gonna say on Dragon Ball Z, but...
Oh, fair enough. Don't worry, chat.
All right.
I'm still drinking my very bitter ginger tea. I'm sure Heshla's also feeling a bit bittersweet about his victory as well.
Gonna go get some of that honey tea into you, man. Get some of that.
It's actually honey ginger tea as well.
Oh, honey ginger. Oh, nice. Very nice.
It tastes awful, but it works. Not sponsored, by the way.
Not sponsored by generic objects.
Yep.
By generic foodstuffs. Cynesis heading through his northern forest. He's had a very rough go of it today. He was smashing things out, really surprising us at the start of the race there, but was possibly doing so at the cost of gear management and definitely suffered the consequences of that in some of those boss fights. DonTheCrown is heading through his caverns now and is hoping to not get caught on any monsters. He's feeling maybe a little dejected at this point. These guys have just been brutalized by the enemy mobs. But we see Don entering his ancient pyramid there, and he's gonna go take out he's gonna vent his frustrations on a upright standing Dyson vacuum cleaner, and that'll hopefully make him feel a little bit better at this point. I think. Hopefully so.
We have to remember, other players can die too, with the pressure on the line. So it's in their best interest just to keep going and do their best.
Man, it would be just crazy if every race
is like every 3 deaths. It's like, oh my goodness.
It'll just be whoever can stay calm and run a normal,
exactly,
not unusual race. Just like, yeah, I got 32 minutes, and that's like the fastest time somehow, because everyone else died like 5 times. Oh man.
Just to reconfirm for chat, the death penalty is 1 minute per death. So Heshla was on 3 deaths. Fightgarr on 0. Don is on 3, I believe, if I've not missed any. Cynesis is also on 2, if I recall correctly.
2, I think. Yeah, I think he narrowly avoided a 3rd death on his Brutus fight. I think he had one in Merveil and one from Fedelitis, of course, who secured the record amount of kills for all of the enemy monsters today. They're random mobs, also securing a few kills for their kill counter, if we're doing an aggregate count of kills. Cynesis, thinking he gets a dead end from Haku, changes his mind. He's like, no, that'll connect for sure. It doesn't connect. No, Haku is a troll. But there's your exit. You got it this time.
Masters can be very frustrating, always changing the layouts, removing packs of mobs. But in the future, with custom races, that won't be an issue.
Don is making last-minute preparations for Vaal, but with Blade Vortex, what do you need to prepare? Just spin her up.
Close your eyes, right-click.
Close your eyes. Stand on the spot, though. Maybe don't close your eyes against these ads.
Yeah.
You might want to open your eyes just briefly for that one, just to see where those ads are.
Ball's back up, though. Pops a Frostbomb. Flames Ash for a bit more damage. And this should be the kill right here. Ooh, Sunny's going really low while he's doing that. Ooh. And he gets it down.
He gets
702.
No deaths to Vaal. I'll be pretty surprised if we see any Vaal deaths. It does not happen too often, unless Vaal gets ghosted, which we have seen this season. Certainly a highlight, one of the highlights of the season here.
From the pre-season race too. It's crazy.
Yeah. DonTheCrown, little hand flourish there is like, well, there you have it. There's my race. Good effort, DonTheCrown. We've had a lot of rough races from people today. Lots and lots of deaths. You are not the only one. Cynesis also having a few deaths to his tally. Doing some last-minute gear preparations. Let's see if we see a little bit of vacuum cleaner venting here as well.
He's on a superior boarding axe, uncrafted. He's definitely been very weak in the gear department of this race.
Pulls out the dance.
Ooh.
Pulls out the dance.
Dance RNG, maybe? Going for the crits?
Bit of a showman there with the zoom in duelist dance right before the Vaal fight. Funniest thing would be if Vaal comes up and doesn't spawn ads for the first time ever, and then just goes straight for a slam while you're dancing.
That'd be awesome.
So this is running out of mana in the Vaal fight. Does have a portal scroll this time though. He's fast on those portals when he has them. Just didn't have them 2 times when he needed them today. Vaal goes straight into some more ads there. He's gonna dip before he gets the kill. He'll clear up those ads. And he'll probably kill the Vaal before Vaal has a chance to do anything else. And Vaal goes in for the rock dance. Goes straight into it, but Cynesis takes him down.
38-44, plus 2 minutes. Nicely done. I win. / dance.
Yay!
Very enthusiastic. I love it. The new race for Cynesis.
Last place.
Let's get some easy claps in chat for all of our contestants today.
Definitely worthy of some easy claps. What if Vaal started dancing too? I mean, he did. The rock phase is basically Vaal dancing. He does a little jig. It's a simple dance, but he's an ancient construct. What can you expect?
Exactly. So Heshla Fightgarr is in lead right now, followed by Heshla, then DonTheCrown, and Cynesis. Coming up next is Devin Doom, Garotha, Uber Elite, and Freak. We'll take a short intermission. Stay tuned.
See you guys soon.